Well, good morning. My name is Cindy, and thank you for coming to this video. So, usually I do the morning drive lives, but today I have the day off, so I'm so excited to have the day off. And it's really cold. It's really cold in New Hampshire. I will show you my weather. I looked at my phone early this morning and it was 7, so I guess we've gone up a degree. It is 8 degrees. Oh my goodness. It's going to be 8 degrees. By 11, it'll be 18 degrees and might make it up to 24 degrees. But never fear. A week from Tuesday, it'll be 40 degrees. That's what I do. I scroll down to the highest number and then I go, okay, we'll just hold on until Tuesday. All right. So today I'm going to do something a little different. And yeah, so my name is Cindy, and this channel is all about just teacher life, things that I do as a teacher, things I like to do in my free time. And one of the things that I do in my free time is I'm a mom and I'm supposed to be decluttering. So I have a side room and I'm trying to declutter. I'm trying to downsize, but it's really, really hard. Like I'm in my living room right now. I have my knitting next to me. I have Christmas cards. I made a whole bunch of Christmas cards that I'm going to be sending out a little later. I have a blanket that a friend made for me. It's really nice. Kind of like a lap blanket. I think I'll put it on right now. So this is really nice with that really thick yarn. I've never made anything with this yarn, but it might have even been finger knitted. It's really pretty and nice and warm. It's a small blanket, lap blanket, maybe like a baby blanket, but I have it on my lap right now. And I have a lot of stuff in my side room. I have books that I have a hard time getting rid of. I have all of my seeds and planting stuff. I have a lot of painting supplies, and I have some canvases that I want to paint on them, but not today. I have too much to do today, but it's sitting there waiting for me. So I have a Cricut, so I like to do Cricut is where you type in words and you can put words on things, either like clothing or name tags, things like that. I have sewing machines. I have lots of yarn and lots of knitting supplies. And I have memories. I have some photo albums and things like that. And I also have a bag full of trophies. And so I thought I would make a video about all of these trophies and talk about things that my kids have done over the years. I have 13 children, and my oldest has 5 kids now, and she lives on her own and she homeschools. And she's finding it quite a challenge. But when my older kids were younger, I did not do a lot of like organized sports. Let's see, when they were first little, I was a stay-at-home mom. I stayed home with them. We would take walks. My first house, I lived near my mom when I had my first 3 children. And my mother and father had moved to a really nice brand new construction neighborhood, which was attached to an older neighborhood with smaller homes that were like retired people, and they were starting to move out of those homes. And we bought a little home. I think we paid like $40,000 for it, something like that, something ridiculous like that. And it was a little 2-bedroom home. It was expandable, and that was our first home. And I could put my kids in the wagon and walk to my mother's house. Then my daughter did go to a kindergarten there. Then we moved from that area to another area. My kids were still not in school. By the time they went to school, they went to a Christian school for a little while. Hey, Teacher Kelly, thank you for stopping by. So today I'm going to share some memories about my family. And I just wanted to share that for many years, I homeschooled after we moved around a little bit. My husband was trying to find, what he wanted to do for work. And we ended up moving to a few different places. And we finally settled in the house we're in right now, and I homeschooled for many years, and we didn't really do organized sports at first. We went on a lot of hikes. My kids had bicycles, and we did a lot of things together as a family. I did music. So I mentioned the violins. We did a lot of music with my older kids, and that was kind of my thing. Do a lot of music, play music, for church. We did music almost every Sunday for church. And we also would do concerts because my kids were in a orchestra for kids. And we also have a nursing home right up the street. My daughters would pack up their violins and they would walk up the street. Sometimes I drove them, but a lot of times they would walk up the street on their own and they would just kind of do their practice lessons at the nursing home. It's a assisted living. So so they did that once a month and they were kind of on a schedule. And that was my thing. We have a lot of hikes in New Hampshire. We would drive to places to go on hikes and things. And then a little bit later, we started going to a group that met on Saturdays for homeschool families, and we would do soccer. So we did soccer Saturdays in the fall, and then they started basketball. I'm like, there's no way I'm giving up my Saturdays like throughout the entire school year. But lo and behold, with a whole bunch of boys in the house, I said, you know what? How about we go and do basketball in January and February as well? So that's what we did. And so we were involved, even though we were homeschooling, we were involved in that group. And a lot of the trophies that we got were from that group. And then when we started going to school, my younger kids, my seventh child, and on down. I had 7 kids when we started going to school, and they got involved in the team sports. And I decided I kind of really did like it. At first, I thought, oh, I don't want my kids doing that. I don't even know why I didn't want them doing it, but I can see now where the team sports really help you to learn a lot about working together with others, and you kind of push yourself beyond what you think you can do because you want to help the team. And so I just wanted to share some of the trophies that we got. I have an entire bag here. I have probably like 50 trophies. This one is 2015, and this one's broken. This is a girl one. Basketball. Looks like it's completely broken. First place, King's Court. So some of these, they're kind of plastic. So they're not. Oh, this one's awesome. This one, and they're kind of dusty too. This one is from second place, doing the Awana Grand Prix. Have you ever done that where you make those cars that out of wood? And that was the first place wood. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for coming. And this one is Pursue the Prize, second place. So that was the soccer. My kids were pretty good in soccer. And what this program did was they took everybody who came and they would kind of, make the teams, and they were age appropriate, and they would try and, kind of make them even a little bit. Kind of like intramural type sports. We didn't play teams from other towns. It's just everybody that went to the group. Okay, so this is Victory Baptist Christian Academy Boys Soccer Coaches Award, Paul Bennett. So Paul, that is a really good one. I should make sure he gets that. Maybe I could send it to him for Christmas. That might be a good idea. That one's kind of cute. He might like that on his shelf. And this one is first place, King's Court. King's Court is the Saturday morning program that I told you about. Now, this coach's award would be at school. And coach's award would be, you know, you have a really good attitude and you are respectable, and maybe you didn't get the most baskets, but you're a really good hard worker. This one is Naomi volleyball. Unfortunately, this one's broken too. This is Naomi. This is a coach's award for Naomi. So that's pretty good. So she worked really hard for her team, and she went to Christian school her junior year, and this would be 2014 to 15. So that would be the fall. I think she graduated 16. It's hard for me to remember the dates. So that would have been her first year at the school. This is Pursue the Prize, first place, 2011. I'm going to put these over here. This one is first place, Power Play Soccer. I don't know when they changed the names. I don't think we went to a lot of different places. Power Play Soccer. Okay. Pursue the Prize, Coach's Award. Coach's Award. This one doesn't have a name on it. 2010. And this one is Pursue the Prize, first place. I think they just changed the name of the places. The Power Play, first place. So I did have these up on a shelf, but I kind of took them down because there was so many of them. They were getting dusty. And I put them in a bag. 2014 girls basketball. MIP, Naomi Bennett. She's coming home in January. Maybe I'll give her that one. MIP, most important player, I think. That's what that means. She might like to have that one. And here we have 2013, Paul Bennett, Coach's Award. He's a good guy. He's always happy. The one thing about Paul is that he would whistle a lot. He would come in whistling, and I didn't really like it. I kind of miss it now, but at the time I was like, stop whistling. It hurts my ears. Inside. I said, you can whistle outside, just not inside. 2012, second place. And what else do we have here? Calvary Bible Church Power Play Soccer Champions, 2016. So lots of champions in this family. Here's another one. Pursue the Prize, first place. And what else do we have? If you had fun, you won. Yeah, they got to the point where they just gave everybody an award. Second place. If you had fun, you won. I think the last couple years they decided instead of giving them trophies, they just gave out candy. So these trophies are even all the more valuable. Pursue the Prize, 2012. Most valuable player. I do have photos of all of these things, but they're not organized. Pursue the Prize, second place. Now, even for a couple years, my husband and I, sometimes just me, did some coaching also. 2014, first place. Pursue the Prize. Okay, this is Be Still. The earth is full of the goodness of the Lord. That's just a plaque. That is very true, though. And here are some special awards for either, winning or being just part of it. So it doesn't really say on them. I should have marked them as to what they were for. My kids probably know. And Pursue the Prize. And we have, oh, wow. This one's kind of broken, but King's Court Advanced Boys Division. So that was really fun because we would play all the younger kids. And then when the big boys played, it was like really special. So that was really fun. All right, what else do we have here? Soccer, Calvary Boys 2016. And this one is Coach's Award, Naomi Bennett. Unfortunately, that one has a broken arm, a couple broken pieces. I don't know. What do other people do with this stuff? It's just been sitting in a bag, getting pushed around. 2009, first place. Pursue the prize. Pursue the prize, 2012. And what else do we have here? Oh boy, this one's really bad. 2016 Advanced Girls Division Power Play Basketball. And Pursue the prize. I do have a couple of special ones I'm saving for the end. A whole bunch of these. Basketball, Tabernacle Christian, All-Star, Paul Bennett. This one is All-Star, okay? So that means he's one of the best players in the league. Good guy. I'm gonna send him those. He has some shelves at his house. He might like to put those on for Paul Bennett. And All Tournament Team 2015. Paul Bennett. Okay, and then I'm going to, some of these don't really have, I got soccer, basketball. Got another award like that. The kids would probably know exactly what these go for, but I also have a couple of awards by my son, Benjamin Bennett. Boys basketball 2018 to 19, defensive hustle. He was a great player. He always was giving it his all. One year he even broke his nose and he played with like a nose guard on. He played even though he could have. Here's offensive MVP 2018 MVP. This is my son, Ben. He's the one who had the ski accident. And yeah. 2017 MVP. Benjamin. And Pursue the prize. This also was an award. The Awana Excellence Award. Some of you might know Awana is a program that churches do, and they memorize verses and they work through workbooks. And if you get through everything, you get one of those awards. So it's something that you actually work for. Merry Christmas. Thank you for coming. So those are my awards that I have from my children. They've done more things than this. I feel like it's Christmas right now, going through all of this. So these are all the games, mostly 7, the youngest 7 kids did all of these sports. Let's see. No, wait a minute. Yeah, because Naomi is the 7th. And unfortunately, I didn't do a lot of sports with the older kids, but my son Ricky, who went into the Army, and my son Peter, who is my 6th child, they did Civil Air Patrol. And my son Peter ended up getting the Mitchell Award. The Mitchell Award is you do all of the training that they give you, that you do all these tests, and you complete the whole entire program. And Peter got his Mitchell Award, which was quite a lot of work, and he did a great job with that. I don't have that with me right now, but he got a plaque, and they call it the Mitchell Award, and it's what everybody wants to work for. My son Ricky almost got the Mitchell Award, but he came a little bit short. But he did a lot of training, and my son Ricky when he was 12, he was actually helping a roofer friend of ours, and he would some days he would take off the day and he would go help do roofing, and then he would get paid, not very much, but he would get paid, and he would save all of his money, and he would pay for all of the things that he needed for Civil Air Patrol. So he would pay for his uniform, and he would also pay for his camp. They would do camp in the summer. And he, most people would just, give their kids the money because it's like leadership training and stuff like that. But Ricky earned all of his own money and he paid for his camp himself. So I thought that was pretty astounding for a young kid. And he also went into the army. Later he went into the army and he got all kinds of awards. One time I was sent an award that he won something, with hand-to-hand combat. That's what he really liked to do. So he knows all those skills. Right now he does jujitsu, and he has sent us pictures of him getting awards from that. So you can probably hear my dog walking around on the floor. But yeah, so he didn't get a lot of trophies from sports, but he did other things. My son Ricky also played the piano, and he sings really well. So I actually have some songs on my playlist, and he has a great song, Mary Did You Know? Maybe I'll post that below this video if you want to listen to it. So my son Ricky took piano lessons, and he also took voice lessons. He also he won, I think, second place in a voice competition. Even though we homeschool, we went to a Christian school gathering where they would have competitive things like piano and singing and things like that. They sang in the choir. So he did win a prize for that, or like an award. And then my daughter Naomi I have her on YouTube as well, playing a couple songs on the piano. She was really good at that. She also did a clarinet. She learned to play the clarinet just for the competition. So she did really well with that. But lately she's just had a new baby, so she's kind of busy with all of that. So I don't think she's been playing the piano recently. But my oldest daughter has a daughter who plays the violin, and I just put a video up of their violin concert. It was a Christmas concert. It was really amazing. And I just did a little short video because I knew, nobody wants to watch the whole entire thing maybe on my channel, but it was amazing. It was great to be there, and the building we were in was ornate and very historic, and it was a wonderful evening. So my kids have done a lot of things, and I'm thankful that I was there to watch them. And just recently, December 11th, for my son Evan's birthday, we went roller skating. And as I was watching, now Evan's my youngest, and so it was fun to watch him roller skate, but I'm looking at all the younger kids and I'm like, I miss watching all of my kids do their thing, playing sports or singing or whatever it might be. So just thinking about those memories and all the things that we did makes me tired. But right now life is a little bit quieter, and it's an adjustment, getting used to not having all of the hustle and bustle, which I kind of like. It's nice. It's nice to have the quiet time and time to myself and think, what do I want to do today? Maybe I'll just sit and knit, or maybe I'll cook, or maybe I'll clean something. So, yeah, when you have a bunch of kids in the house, usually you just wake up and you do whatever comes next. You don't have the luxury of really deciding. People have this and that to do. Now everybody has their license. So, my youngest boy doesn't have his own car, but he can drive. So if he wants to do something, he can just, if I'm home, he can take my car. So that's different. I don't have to drive everybody around all the time. And we are still doing sports right now. We had soccer, and I have boys that are going to be doing some basketball. We have a new school, so we have like a younger team this year. And I'm liking the time to myself. I still miss when they were little, but two things can be true at once. Yeah, you can miss it, and you don't have to have everything one way. That is very true. I do miss it, but yet I do appreciate the freedom of being able to do what I want. And sometimes when I'm by myself, I kind of feel a little bit of a twinge, like I don't want to be by myself. And then I'm like, yeah, maybe it's okay to be by myself. Yes, still doing travel soccer, but my son can now drive himself to practices, and that is nice. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it is kind of nice. It feels kind of weird, but it is kind of nice that they have that little bit of independence, but yet you can still go and support them. So yeah, so this week, and plus I have my mother that I go visit here and there, and she kind of needs help. And years gone by, she was able to help me. Like, she would help drive the kids around. She would go to their events and things like that. But she's not as able to do that. So now it's about us going to kind of, make sure she's okay. And so I'm just sitting here, and I'm going to be probably going to her house for a few minutes. I have a couple errands to do. I'm actually tutoring today. My tutoring student, I'm going to be tutoring, and then I'm going to take the next week and kind of 2 weeks off. And I'm also going to be going to the State House probably, I think, January 2nd. We don't go back to school until like the 6th. But it is so cold here. Is it cold where you are, Kelly? Kelly lives a little bit south in Virginia, but it's up to 9. It's up to 9 degrees. Saturday, I was out and it was like 11 degrees and it felt cold. It felt very cold. And so I'm looking forward to later in the week, it's going to be up to 30. Wednesday, it's going to be 15 to 30. Thursday, 20 to 34. And next Tuesday, it'll be up into the 40s. So usually around here in December, it can be cold or warm. And then January and February, definitely cold. Oh, it's 20 where she is right now. Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's cold for you guys too. What a famous day to go back to school. Going back to, yeah, that's true. I didn't really think of it like that. I'm actually going to the State House January 8th. The January 8th is the first day of convening for the state representatives. I've already been sworn in. That was in December. And then January, we get started. Some people are already busy doing things. I'm new, so I don't really know everything. So the new people are just kind of observing, and the people that were there before are buzzing. They're kind of putting everything together. I never did like the cold, and I still don't. Yeah. I don't blame you. It's not, I don't really like the cold either, and I guess I used to like it when I was in high school, cuz I didn't mind the cold when I was in high school. I can remember walking around with just a sweater cuz I really like to ski, and I figured when you're skiing, you have to be able to handle the cold on the mountain. So you have to try to toughen yourself up. Me either. Praying to move to Florida one day. Yeah, Florida's getting crowded. But yeah, Florida's sounding good every day, isn't it? I have a sister actually that lives in Florida, so that is a possibility. That is a possibility. So, and it's funny how a lot of times people in Florida live not far from each other because, yeah, it's a big state, but it's really weird because I'll say, "Where are you from?" And it'll be like, "Oh, I know somebody who lives in that town or nearby or whatever." My nephew, he has a business on Crystal River, and he swims with the manatees and the alligators and monkeys, actually. So his name is Florida Josh, and I'll look it up. He's pretty good. He has a lot of really good videos out, and let me see if I can find him. There might be more than one. He swims with the manatees. Oh, guide, Florida Guide or something. Yeah, that's it. Florida Guide Josh. That's my nephew. He has 5,000 subscribers, and his videos are all about manatees and Florida. My sister grew up in New Hampshire, but when she was 18, she moved down to Florida. And this is my nephew. He has some good videos. So a couple weeks ago, I went to visit my mom, and we watched manatee videos for like an hour and a half. So, yeah. So thank you guys for coming to my video. I really appreciate it. And let me know in the comments, do you have kids? And maybe you're like in my situation where they're getting older and you're just kind of thinking about memories. And also post below what you think I should do with all of these trophies. I mean, I'm going to give Paul his trophies, and I'll probably keep Ben's trophies. But this one, I don't think I showed this one. This is my daughter, Lily. She is actually graduating college. This was Coach's Award for volleyball in 2020. So I guess she must have gotten this right before the COVID shutdown. So this might be, I don't think the following year we actually homeschooled, so we didn't get any awards that year. And then we went to the school that I'm at now, which is kind of a new school. So we haven't really gotten any trophies. We're just kind of like getting the sports program off the ground. So we haven't really gotten any trophies there. Just living life. And right now, my kids are actually doing ski club. So January 6th, they get a pass for one particular ski hill, and they all go up together on Mondays, and that's ski club. And then they will ski together every Monday, and then, whatever other days they want to show up together. So I started that in 2020 because I figured, hey, they're not doing sports. So I only had 2 kids at home at the time. So we went ahead and tried it, and they really liked it. So we get a pass. It's a weekday pass, so it's a little cheaper than the all everyday pass, and they go up just weekdays or evenings, I think it is also. Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, I don't know if Lily went skiing though. I think she's been skiing a couple times. They like actually snowboard. And so they don't get really awards for that, but they really do like it. And they go up north and they enjoy it there. They just went actually on Friday. They went Friday. My son Zach went Thursday and Friday. So, and then they'll be going on Monday starting January 6th. But they will also, my 2 younger boys will be playing basketball today at noon. And I have a 3rd boy that still lives at home, and he works at a restaurant close by, and he seems to like it. He was working a different job, and He didn't really like it that much because it was very solo-ish. And I don't know exactly what happened there, but now he works at a restaurant and he really likes it. He works in the meat department, and this is a place that has like the best meat. People travel from all around to get this meat. So, yeah, thanks for checking out Josh's channel, and yeah, having company into town later today. Yeah, so it's that time of year. We'll be going to a couple of events. I think I even have a school board meeting tonight. There's a special school board meeting called tonight, kind of a last minute thing. And then we have, Christmas Eve services and Christmas Day with family. And I have lunch with a friend on Thursday. And we'll see what else happens from there. I have a few knitting projects to do, to work on, to finish, and looking forward to that. Well, thank you guys for coming to this video. I really appreciate it. Let me know who you are. I'd love to see your comments. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great day and a very Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching. See you next time.